All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to Apostle and Elders in New York, GMS. Salutation to Yak around the world that's teaching the truth, putting your lives on the line for it. And Shalom to your series, Akwaf, that's learning from my videos. My name is Maya Ka'ala Bangad with Chicago Branch and Great Millstone. I'd like to make a disclaimer that we are not black Hebrew Israelites. We are Israelites. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And speckled birds and scattered abroad. Speckled birds are Israelites who look like other nations, but their fathers' paternal bloodline go back to the 12 tribes of Israel. Again, we are not black Hebrew Israelites, all right? Black's a color, not a nationality, all right? We are not affiliated with any black identity or stream groups. We are not affiliated with any Islamic groups. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite groups, all right? And it's just controversy, man. The casting of DCU's Hawkman in the upcoming Black Adam movie. And basically, Black Adam, the movie is based on a character actually from ancient Egypt, which is played by The Rock, who is a so-called Negro. And now they casted Aldis Hodge as Hawkman. Now, Aldis Hodge, you may recognize from other films, but he played in that TV show Underground. That's about basically so-called Negroes, Jake. All right, the Israelites enslaved here in Americas, and they tried to escape Esau, the so-called white man's plantation. All right, and they took that off of WG, and all of a sudden it was a damn good show. But anyways, this caused a problem among Edomite so-called white people here in America. All right, and the reason why it's a problem because their forefathers, their leaders, all right, the Rothschilds, etc., etc. All right, these Edomites, so-called whites in high position who controls the education system, and the media. They always portray people in North Africa or the Middle East as so-called white people to support their so-called white supremacy, which was breaking away from that because one thing I agree from Sabir Bay that no such thing as white supremacy. All right, and the reason why I agree with that because number one, the Europeans are not white. Nobody's white like the background, this page right here. All right, okay. And their skins are translucent, and their blood and flesh show through getting off a red color. All right, it was just in Hebrew out of one red. All right, and number one, they not supreme or supremacy because if you're supremacy, why you gotta go around tell a bunch of lies about yourself in history, and purposely purposely put down other nationalities to boost yourself up. So basically, you have an inferiority complex. Because if you didn't, why would you go around constantly lying, especially about history, especially about the people in North Africa and the Middle East? All right. So right here it says, I'm gonna get this, Job chapter 9, verse 24. It says, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the face of justice thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right. So who's the power of the earth given to? Who do everybody wants to be like? The so-called white man. And you could easily see that throughout the colonies, throughout the Americas. You could see that in North Africa, basically all over the world, man. Okay. All right, everybody want to do what? They lighten their skin up, they bleaching their skin to be like the so-called white man, because he is set up as a high standard. All right, he boasts himself as what? As God. All right, and you can read that in one of the books of Thessalonians in the New Testament. Man. He set himself as what? As God. How he do that? He destroyed the original dark brown image of the one everybody in called Jesus Christ, and he paid himself as the one everybody in called Jesus Christ, whose true name is Yahweh Shai, which means he is delivered. All right. And the Heavenly Father name is Yahweh, which means he is. All right. So he set this up purposely. All right. So people he set this himself up as a God or power purposely, so nobody won't challenge his authority and everybody fall in line. All right, which this spell right now is breaking, man, because the truth is coming out, man. All right. And the Judges 9:24, those are the Israelites, the prophets in the Bible, man. All right. The one everybody in called Jesus, Yahweh Shai, he was a prophet. Moses was a prophet. Ezekiel was a prophet. All right. And then what he covered the faces of those prophets, people, the Israelites, man, who are the ancestors of the so-called Negroes, Latin American. At the same time, he also so-called whiten up the rest of the people in the Bible, man. All right, the Egyptians, the Canaanites, the Babylonians, all right, and the rest of these outside nations, man. All right, the only people, pale people, that's in the Bible is Edom, all right, or Esau, all right. Esau, go back to word Ashawah, which means wasted his seed, man. He has no skin pigmentation. And you see his blood and flesh showing through again off a red color. That's why he also deemed as either one, Edom, red. And that's a fact. And that was his purpose of coming up the faces of the Israelites, in this case the Egyptians and the rest of the nation, to hide the fact that they are the Edomites that the Bible speaks of, and the one everybody really called God hates them. And that's in Malachi chapter 1. You read that 1 verse 1 to 3. All right. And you read that in Romans chapter 9 verse 13, which the pastors refuse to read today. And today is Sunday. They're not gonna read that in there, because that's gonna mess up their money. All right. From Esau. All right. Let's see this. Let me see. And this is the problem, man. Watch this. When you look at now, Cleopatra, she was a Edomite, because she come from the bloodline of the Ptolemies. All right. All right. Now I know she might not, even though her mother was Egyptian, she was dark skinned, but basically she was an Edomite. So who cares? But when you think of Cleopatra, you put what? Elizabeth Taylor. All right. And then you look at the rest of the cast that was in there. Let me see. The rest of the Egyptian cast. Let's see. Trying to think of the movie. Let me see. 10. You know what? I'm gonna go to 10 Commandments. I'll try to get a cast. Charles Heston. All right, so this is the problem right here, man. All right. This, all right, they had him, what, Euro Brown plays as Ramesses in there. All right. This will play Euro, all right, Ramesses in the 10 Commandments. All right. He also plays a Thai King in one of the movies, man. All right. That's the problem. All right, let's see. 10 Commandments movie. Trying to get a scene. 10 Commandments. This is the problem right here. All right. This is why everybody having an upset about Aldis Hodge being cast as Hawkman because of this lies right here. All right. Edomite inferiority is the cause of all this, man. And Edomite inferiority has did damage to history and to the happiness of this earth, man. Especially the mental health of it, man. All right. Because on Instagram, I had to cut up. When I mean cut up, I had to state facts that's documented about the Egyptians and the Israelites. To some bugged out Algerians and a citizen of Spain, man. And this is the root cause of it. This is the root cause of it. Why you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American churches, you worship a Caesar Borgia. And you got a problem when us brothers out in the streets, when we tell you, like, no, the scripture says that Yahweh is a so-called Negro. This is the root of the problem why our people, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, line up their skin and put hair dye their hair blonde. All right. Let's see where his skin bleach. All right. Skin bleach. Jamaica. All right. This the problem, man. Look at this, man. That is from Edomite inferiority, so-called white supremacy. This is the damage it does, mentally, physically. All right. And it makes people to accept the brutality and the thievery of the so-called white man Esau onto their people, into their lands. And to their own heritage, man. Let's look at the comments down here. All right. Because all of a sudden everyone's a super huge Hawkman fan. Right, nobody cared about Hawkman until he got cast. The so-called Negro got cast from was Hawkman is what the Egyptian is it what the Egyptian uh is the Egyptian god. All right. Let's see, watch this.
Man, wouldn't you know it? People are angry that an Egyptian alien is played by a black man. I guess that's too unrealistic for this world where Dwayne.
Yeah, it's too unrealistic to these people, man, because they've been brainwashed. We were about Egypt and Africa, which is facts. Egypt, Atlantic camp, right here. By Marvel, it said ancient Egyptian word, dark-skinned people, confused why is the outrageous. Get the F out of here. All right. Blame Hollywood. This is Rolston Mayer. Blame Hollywood. Also, Dr. Fate, the man who created Helmet, is African. All right. Right here it says. All right. Because in the comic he was white, but that was in normal, right? Haru Horus Mantle equal Hawkman, right? Is it based on Egyptian god? African god. All right. It says right here, Hawkman is a reincarnated god based on the legend of Heru, aka Horus, African gods of Egypt. His latest reincarnation also a Prince Khufu, Egyptian, aka African. This is not an ideological debate of culture, perhaps a matter of fact versus intellectual dishonesty. The purpose are debatable as well. Everything will never stop being debated. All right. It's right here, Captain Eve at Paul Gross. Well, Egyptians today are not related to the ancient Egyptians, which is facts. They were Arabs who forced out the Romans who occupied what is known as Egypt. The ancient Egyptians consist of Nubians. And he kind of bugged out on that one. All right. Kind of bugged out anyway. All right. Well, he's correct. Alexander the Great conquered the region, but by that time they were century removed from the agents, which was just facts, man. All right. And you go look up the Egyptians, the King James Bible Dictionary, which I happen to stumble upon today. All right, you look at the definition of ham. You go to Eastern Bible Dictionary. It says ham, which in Hebrew it says come. All right, it says warm, hot, hence the soft. Also, an Egyptian word meaning black, the youngest son of Noah. All right. The curse pronounced by Noah against Ham, properly against Canaan. Right, Canaan was one curse, not Ham. Was accomplished when the Jews subsequently exterminated the Canaanites. Meaning they conquered the Canaanites. They didn't kill all the Canaanites. All right. One of the most important facts recorded in Genesis 10, the foundation of Ur's market in Babylon by Nimrod, who was a Hamite Cushite. The permanent Babylon Empire was Dutch Hamitic. Yeah, because the Babylonians were Cushites. And the Cottony race were the primitive inhabitants of Arabia. Ethiopia. Right, because Ham was in Arabia. All right, the race Ham was the most energetic, all this in the north in the early times of post-Divinity world. Then go right here, Hitchcock's name dictionary, Ham, hot, heat, brown. All right, because is really come, which means hot. Okay, and what they associate those people with being dark skinned. All right, because what is hot in that land? Here, right here, Smith Bible Dictionary, Ham, sunburnt. The name of three sons of Noah, apparently second in age. Of the history of Ham is nothing related except his in reverence to his father. All right, we're talking about the curse of Canaan, right? Because Ham wasn't cursed. All right. All right, so all right. So we go to different definitions. Now we'll go to the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. All right. Watch this. And this is by your own scholars. Like it says in Psalm 64:8, tongues shall fall upon themselves. And you gotta get the early edition of the book, but now they trying to revise it. All right, because tell you that the so-called Negroes in America are not Africans, Hamites. All right, here you go right here. It's telling you. All right, you can see it. It says, matter of fact, it says Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of the 8 persons to live through the flood. He began a progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. All right, so the so-called Negroes in America are not African Hamites. All right, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. All right, so it said progenitor means progenitor what? The dark races. All right, so the Mizraim all right, which is the correct name for the Egyptians. All right, those are a dark skinned people. All right, and another thing, Esau, he don't do the so called white man. He get everybody not to follow the Bible. When the Bible tell you exactly the lineage of each descendant, Ham, Shem, and Japheth. It tell you the lineage of each nation upon this earth. But the reason why he's straight running for the Bible, cause what, it confused everybody, and it has the fact that they are the Edomites that the Bible speaks of. What the tribe of Gad, so-called Native American, called pale faces, man, so-called white people. They are the Edomites, and they do this to what? To hide themselves and to make themselves feel superior because they feel inferior. All right, or to make themselves falsely feel superior. All right, because they don't feel superior, because they felt superior while they got constantly lie all the time about history and themselves. All right. It says Genesis chapter 10 verse 6, it said the sons of Ham, Cush, that's the Ethiopian, Mizraim, that's the Egyptians, Put. All right, those are the people of North Africa, man. All right. All right. Algeria. All right. Morocco. Somalia, Tunisia. All right. Libya. Okay. And Canaan. All right. The Canaanites, what, the Phoenicians. All right. And the rest of the sons of Canaan, man. All right. So we established that the people of Egypt was a dark skinned people, man. All right. This let me read this from Africa. It's a book on Africa's Gift from J.A. Rogers. All right. Let me get the ancient. Let me get Middle Kingdom. Middle Kingdom, Egypt. And you can see all the Egyptian various shades of brown and everything. Let's see. Let's see. More. All right. All right, so you see the Egyptians come in various shades of brown. All right. You can see right here, these are a dark-skinned people. All right. So dark-skinned people. All right. Let me get this. Idris. And Aldis Hodge, he is a Benjamite. He is from the St. Thomas Island. All right. Aldis Hodge. Slow. All right. So I'll think about the other guy. All right. But anyway, Aldis. Let me get this. Hold on. Salak. Oh, come on, man. Salak. Aldis Hodge. All right, Aldis Hodge. All right, now you see Aldis Hodge. All right, and you look at Egypt. They're what, brown skinned people. All right, nobody's black, man. All right, nobody is black like ink. Okay. This is page 11 from oh, now the Egyptians ain't gonna show up on that. All right, let me get it again. All right. All right, so Egyptian various shades of color. All right, right here. Where is it? All right. It says right here, page 11. From James Rogers' book, Africa Gifts to America. It says, with the rise of white racism, whose real aim was to justify themselves the slaving of blacks, right? Justify the slaving of the Israelites. Certain noted scholars denied that the Egyptians were black, I mean dark-skinned people, dark brown people. They were pure white. All right, no such thing as white. All right, so they're trying to say they had pale skin. All right, I'm just reading this verbatim. They were pure white, such asserted, but Herodotus saw them. They did not. Moreover, what of Negro appearance of certain Egyptian rulers, such I have reproduced in chapter 3 of my Sex and Race, Volume 1. Other Leon White scholars, however, are the same opinion as Vonnet. All right. So there you go, man. Then you read up, it says two other famous European scholars of that time who saw the Sphinx, Baron Dina and Gustav Flaubert, were of the same opinion. Dina, who made a sketch of it in 1798, said the character is African, the lips are thick. Art must have been a high pitch when his mind was executed. Travels in Upper and Lower Egypt, Volume 1, page 140, in the year 1803. Flaubert said 1849 is certain that is certainly Ethiopian. The lips are thick. All right, so he's talking about the Sphinx, man. All right, so they're talking about the Egyptian Sphinx. All right. Because you so-called white people, you Edomites, you hate thick lips, you hate big lips. You made fun of them. All right. So they're talking about this right here. All right. Was they shot the nose off of. All right. Or Napoleon. All right. Look at those big lips, man. Those are thick lips. That Esau mocks the tribe of Judah from, man. So, you know, Esau, you have a double mind, man. Why you gonna be a bunch of people you make fun of? All right. All right, there you go, mocking it. All right. So we definitely know that you're not the Egyptians, man. All right. You don't accept yourself having thick lips and nappy hair. All right. Matter of fact, you go look at Egyptian mummies. Let's look at Egyptian mummies. You could clearly see they dark skinned people, man. All right. Could clearly see that. She don't look so pale to me. Cause when people with melanin skin, so-called black people, die regardless of what nationality they come from, they turn darker. All right. when they get sick and when they dying, right here. You could tell that's a so-called black woman easily, man. All right. That's let me see. Yeah, Ramesses the second. Regardless of hair. All right, hair. You go ahead and nappy hair, straight hair, man. All right. You see it right here. All right. Look how they do. Then they try to paint King Tut this little phony image right here. You know this is BS, man. He looks nothing like King Tut. This is BS. All right. Look at King Tut right here, dark. So how did King Tut, who supposed to be so-called white, how he get so dark all of a sudden in his death? Hey, come on, man. All right, let's see the Holocaust, and you can go over here. Holocaust. Trying to get where they was starving and shit. Hold on. All right, so there you go. You see them dying from starvation. They ain't turning dark or anything. All right, they damn near death. When they die, all right. Let's see, Holocaust, dead bodies. All right. So when Amalekite Edomites die, Holocaust, dead bodies. They don't turn dark skin like the Egyptian picture I showed you. All right. So I understand how you be the Egyptian. You want to show? Let me show you the Egyptians today. All right. Where are people at? Let's see a site I could go to. These are the Egyptians today. There they go, very brown skin. Even their hair got blondish in it, just like Ramesses did. Had his hair kind of like light color and stuff. These Egyptians. This is them today. There you go, right there. Some Egyptian girls, real life Egyptians. They'll go that reddish brown color. All right, those Egyptians. All right. There you go, right there. Ain't those Egyptian kids anyway. And who the Egyptians are related to? The Cushites, the Nubians, all right? Could have got this thing. Oh, they come from the south. They can't be the original. Look, man, a Hamite's a Hamite. All right, where they from? North Africa, South Africa, West Africa, whatever. All right. In the Bible, it don't say the northern Hamites or the southern Hamites said Ham. They go to Ethiopians, which are the relatives, closest relatives of the ancient Egyptians. All right. These are Ethiopia. What Ethiopia means? What? Burnt face. Get the etymology of it. There you go, right there. It's a comparable from Greek. All right. Athio ups, burnt eye, burnt face. All right. Term used in the ancient time to indicate territory happening by black or dark colored people. Ethiopians related to who? The Egyptians. No, the dark skinned people. That's just facts, man. All right, so all this controversy, man, about Aldis Hodge being cast as Hawkman is just Esau crying and whining because he can't have his way. All right, so end this, Shalom.